How do you find the buses?
Overcrowded.
The bus queues are ridiculous.
Always really full as well. Absolutely rubbish.
Full hours and really unsafe.
They're irregular.
I mean, the price we're paying for bus passes is just not worth the service we're getting.
Well, they're always late all the time. I have to get up early just to wait for the bus, and I'm standing for like half an hour, and I think I'm going to miss my lecture.
They're shit, they don't run on time, and if they do run on time, they're always full.
Basically, I had to get up like an hour earlier because I have to just get really early bus and no one else can get on.
And they never come when they should. Like, you'll have it where there won't be one for like half an hour, and then two will turn up, and by that point there's like a massive queue, and sometimes they don't even get on two buses.
And I can't walk any further to another bus stop.
We drive past people almost every single day that are basically going to be late, and they have to wait for the next bus.
And they make you stand in places where there's nowhere to hang on to, so you're just falling over all over the place.
So hit and miss, like one day there'll be fine, and then the next day you can wait for an hour for a bus in the rain, and it drives past.
So we come down and get the bus at the Western, and 4 buses went past today.
I'm waiting an hour to get home, and just,
Okay, we've been late for our lectures because we've ended up having to call taxis.
Oh my god.
And we can't afford that because it costs 10 quid.
We went all the way back to the traffic lights this morning.
Where was that?
Charlton and Woodside.
They used to be every 20 minutes, but it was essentially 2 buses because it was the Fed bus. Now it's one every 15 minutes, and it's only 1 bus technically, so we've got less buses an hour, which is total rubbish to be honest. Plus, the timings are so annoying, because if you're on the 10, and you get off at the wrong stop, this is advertised wrong, and then you get off, and the 15's already at the bus stop and have driven off before you've got time to walk there. When actually, the 10's are supposed to stop at the same stop as the 15's, so...
Why aren't we using better ones anymore?
There's a reason they cause issues apparently on the drive.
They do cause issues on the drive, but then you need to have more buses coming to and from because they're at lost.
Which they do, there are more frequent buses, but they're smaller.
By like 5 minutes. Now it's over 20 minutes to 15 and they're still not running on time at the time.
And there's less of them.
And they're now smaller. It's just not working.
Basically I catch them 5 days a week, to and from uni. But the difference is I work here, it makes a massive difference if I'm late. I have keys to open the student union. If I'm not here, the student union doesn't open, which has happened more than once. In fact, every single day, buses don't turn up, or they're late, or they're full.
Cycle because of the buses. I completely boycotted it all last year because I was so fed up with it from the first year, and now because of where I live I can't do that, so I'm forced to use a service that I don't want to use because it's naff.
You don't have the big buses anymore, you just have the little ones, so they just get up to a certain point in the queue, and if you're that person behind, you're just left.
Well, I think a big problem is the change because, you know, 2 in the morning, I'm going to get on the bus, I've just got £10 out, and the bus driver won't let me on because there's no change, yet he's got a whole selection of pots to carry change, specifically there for that purpose, and he's telling me I've got to walk.
I live here, but there should be more during the weekends because it's really irritating. We're trying to go out and there's no buses, or we're trying to just go, buy some emergency bread or something. You have to wait an hour to get to the bus and an hour to get back, and it's just very irritating.
They're worse than when I went to university 4 years ago.
Did you go to Bath Spa? Sorry.
Yeah, I came here, and then they weren't great, now they're terrible.
I'm quite disappointed with the bus service. I've been late several times and it's quite annoying, and then obviously the lecturers are quite angry with us, and yeah, it's not good.
Buses need to be more frequent because 15 minutes is not long, well, too long for me.
Basically, they're awful, sort them out.